It's Pokemon time. It's freaking Pokemon time. I was debating whether to play the Pokemon theme song and how fast that would get taken down. I'm a gremlin today. We're gonna gremlin up. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna see some horrible monsters be created right in front of our eyes. Oh yeah. So yesterday we finished the Infinite Fusion demo, and that unlocks the randomizer mode. And we're gonna go full hog. We're gonna freaking get into it. Oh yeah. And then like next week, with this one, please be that one. Clean. There we go. Let's go. Yeah, you can see I'm getting used to it. All right, boom. Randomizer run. Oh, yeah. Jello. Oh, that looks good. I want to see some of these randos. Yo, what the fuck is that? Mm-hmm. Very cute. Very cute. That's sick as hell. I want one of them. Oh, yeah. Who's that? Oh. Oh, yeah, Evil Mopsy. This is our new playthrough. Alright. So we just got our first Pokemon. And I think we're kind of like cut loose now. Do I have Pokeballs yet? Wait. That's my mom. Oh, what an adorable Pokemon. I'll show what I have in just a second. You got it from Professor Birch. How nice. Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah. Just wait till you see this guy. Okay, 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 okay. I picked him for his DNA, you know? I picked him for the DNA. We're gonna be fusing some crazy freaks in a second here. But we don't even have Pokeballs yet, I don't think. Game? There we go. I don't have Oh! What the hell are those? They're kind of sick looking. Fine whip them? Oh, hell yeah. Butterith? Butterith is a sick name. Oh, yeah. We're powerful. Oh. They can be anything. Anything can spawn at any time. I finally get Ball. Oh, it's our chat. It's our rival. We got some DNA splicers. Yeah. I gotta figure out how to use the Pokemon nav. This guy's kind of pushy. Can we sell him Pokeballs? How much money do I have? I'll get 9 for now. And then some more splicers. We can get 4 of them. Alright. Let's go make monsters. Let's go make monsters. We gotta fill up a team. We gotta see if we can find any cool Pokemon. What the hell is that? Like a monkey? Oh, what's that? What's this? Oh! Wait, they're sick! We have to catch them. Okay. Nope, too powerful. Damn, I wonder if another one will spawn. That looks sick. Oh. Yeah, it looks like the randomized combinations are set to the route. Like, it's not truly 100% random every time. Yeah! Round 2. Should we just try to put it to sleep? Okay. This is level 3. That means it's this frickin' scrub. Oh no! Maybe just Gust? Will that kill it in one shot? No, not quite. Okay. Sleep powder is awesome for catching Pokemon. Or so I'm led to believe. I'm gonna sip on my tea. Oh. I don't think I can attack again without, Oh! If I attack again, I'm just gonna kill him. I'm too powerful. See? I love them. They're so cool looking. Okay. Well, they're using Absorb. Oh wait, this can be perfect. Oh wait, no, it's not perfect. Damn! Oh. Butterith? They are really cool looking though, aren't they? Be destroyed. Okay. I think there's more I can look at up here too. Right? Yeah. There'll probably be a lot of the same still. Oh, who's this? Oh no! These are vile! Be destroyed. That's all they have right now? Oh, here we go. Who are you? You look interesting. Oh! Oh, wait, what? This is amazing! Okay. Let's see. Oh. I'm just gonna work on it and then put it to sleep. I really want to catch this one. Silly Zard? The one-eyed monster? Okay, I think one more. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's getting hard. No, he's asleep. Boom. Our new Pokemon, let's go! Oh, no. We gotta just keep throwing these things. Oh! Let's go! The Flame Cocoon Pokemon. The Uniballer. Why not? What do you think they'll evolve into? Like a bug dragon? Oh, wait, that's the sword. I'm down for a bug dragon. That sounds sick. Alright, let's go get some more. Let's go get some more. We can also swap the fusion partners and see what other kind of freaks we can make. It's raining out here now. Oh, you want to fight, do you? Okay, he can have literally anything. Oh! Surf form? That's really cute. Confusion? Yeah. Be freaking destroyed. Oh, you want to fight with me? I was trying to sneak around him. No, Regigrow? Regicrow? Is that a legendary Pokemon fused with a... What the hell? What the hell? Oh, hell yeah, Vine Pit. That's crazy. Oh, we should definitely let it absorb. Get rid of Gust. Oh no. Geofull! Oh no! You're beautiful! You're beautiful. All of God's creatures are beautiful. I must absorb him. That felt so good. We just sucked him up. We just ate that person's Pokemon. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think that's more of the one-eye monster. Oh, that's so funny. Absorb them. We're already level 10. We're a monster. That's like the sloth Pokemon, but I really like the sloth Pokemon's like original form when he's just kind of like a limp monkey. I don't like that he turns into like a cool Pokemon. I prefer him to stay a limp monkey. He had that good sloth vibe, that good slow Loris energy. That's just going back. You're gonna want to fight me? We'll freaking get him. Oh, that's really cute. Confusion? Uh-oh, it doesn't affect him. Is that because he's a dark type? Then I'll be forced to absorb them. He's using fucking sand attack on me? God forbid. This is easy for us. We're just cruising through it. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, Blistomp? Blistomp? It's a ghost, right? So should I use Confusion? Tail Whip. Oh, your little teapot. I'm just going to absorb them. Oh, didn't work. Damn. Get absorbed. That's such a cute Pokemon. Oh, she's stomping me. There we go. We destroyed them. What are those? Oh! It's the bug. Okay. We can one-shot him with Confusion. What are you? Oh. What, an invisible Pokemon? Wait, an invisible one? We have to have it. First we'll take them out. Okay. They're a water type? Oh, this is perfect. What do they look like? Go to sleep? I must have the invisible Pokemon. Oh. We have to have it. Oh. No! We're so close. We're so close. Come on, invisible Pokemon. Yes! Yes! Invisible Pokemon is ours! Who are you? The Sea Eater Pokemon. Its colors and shapes differ from region to region. It's invisible! That's awesome! No nickname. Yeah, I wonder if I can see what it is from its sprite. Oh, maybe its sprite art is missing. Can I unfuse them? I'll give them form. Oh, is that a baby Snorlax? And a snail? Wait. Wait. Okay. Snail Charizard? Snail Charizard? Munchlax? Oh, what should I do? Like, we're gonna get crazy here. Okay. Okay. I feel like Batifying Charizard would go super hard. Like a Dark Charizard. So I'm gonna go with that. I wanna see what that looks like. We're gonna have to buy more splicers soon. Psychic Flying, Fire Flying? Psychic Flying's good. Okay. Oh, I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this. It wasn't a custom sprite. It was not. Yes! 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 Wizard! Blaze, yeah. Blaze Naughty. Okay, we want to keep Confusion. Air Slash for sure. Ember. Maybe the ability to sniff? We can sniff? That's incredible. Okay. I'm gonna fuse... Because this would eventually be like a tentacle Snorlax. That could be insanely tanky. We're going crazy with this one. Okay. It's time. It's time. Oh, what do we get? Oh, yeah! Wait, this is beautiful! This is so good. Munch growth. They just eat their own berries all day long? Thick fat, yes. And jolly. Well, they're not going to be fast to begin with. So special attack could be good. Lick? And games. Oh, that's good. Sleep powder. Oh, metronome's awesome. We're definitely using metronome. Constrict is good. Vine Whip is good. Oh, okay. I'm conflicted on Lick. Because Lick is able to do paralysis, which is cool. Yeah, maybe we'll keep Lick. Oh yeah, Vine Eater Pokemon. That's so cute. Okay. That's great news for us. That's huge. Or I'm back to town. What's up? Heal my pokes. Okay, we need more balls and we need more fusion stuff. Hopefully we have enough money right now. Oh no, we're dead broke. Okay, let's go do some battles. We're broke as hell. Fight me? Fight me? Fight me? Oh. Oh, who got us? Oh! Wait, he's terrifying. Okay, we're gonna test some stuff out. We're gonna use Ingrain. We're gonna heal a little bit every turn now. Mm-hmm. We're gonna hit him with freaking sleep powder. Oh, he put us to sleep. That's okay. We're at our best when we're asleep. Just try. Just try. We're too powerful. We're gonna wake up any second now. Oh, yeah. And now they're asleep. Oh, this Pokemon is freaking good already. Metronome? Yes. We're unstoppable. What was that? Magnet Bomb? That was sick. Yeah, we're already busted. Whoa. Fairy Lock? Metronome is crazy. Amnesia? I gave myself amnesia? Oh, yeah. We have a fluffy forest Snorlax. Oh, wait, that's so cool. Who's pulling the strings? Okay, one second. I want to try out some of the others. Let's go Woo Lizard. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. It's so good. It's so good. No, you got this. It's missing? It's like a Mimichu moth? Oh no, that's a crazy good combo. I can't hit it with Ember. I can't hit it with anything. Oh no, is Woo Lizard busted? Hey Munchgrowth, get back out there. Re-ingrain. We have roots now. Is there ghosts? Let's see what we get. Yes, Psybeam. Oh, not Psybeam. Oh. Can I try Lick? It's a ghost type. I don't think it'll be as good. We're just running low on Metronome. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Vine Whip? Should we learn Vine Whip? No, I don't think we should learn Vine Whip. Yes, give up. Give up. No need to learn. Got some money. What's a rematch? We're in Petalburg already. Let's go. Let's go see what freaks await us. Where were their Pokemon? That's our freaking dad. That's our cringe dad. Sending me back. It's our cringe dad. Come on, man. I have monsters to make. Am I supposed to follow him? Yeah. Oh, this lame kid. Oh, no. Wally. We have Ball now. Oh my god. Am I repeating the same conversation? That was on me. No! Oh. Do we have any money now? We're so broke. We're so broke. I'm just gonna buy one because I have to have my fix. Ah, we're broke. Let's go show this kid how to catch Pokemon. Pokemon live in tall grass like this, right? I don't think I can do this alone. Please show me how to catch Pokemon. I'll just watch for now. Literally catch... Oh, a Mimichu? Oh, I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. Oh, and a Mudkip in there? Oh, yeah, it's getting ingrained. We're rooted, we're planted. Alright. We're gonna lick them. Oh, they use ingrain too? Oh, this is perfect for us. Keep them nice and lit. I don't have to give it to him, do I? I'm gonna keep this. This is my Mudkip. Get licked? Yes. Okay. It's ball time. And this is mine. Boom. Look at them. I'm gonna go with that one for now. That one's really cute. No. We're catching a couple of these. Alright, we're ingraining. We'll use the same technique. And lick them. Lick them. Lick them. Mimichu Charizard? Is that a cool combo? Okay, do I ball now? Do I ball now? They're paralyzed. Oh no! I want to hit him with the ball again? Yes! Oh, hello? Oh, oh, mini chomp? We have to have mini chomp. What the hell is this? Okay. What kind of attacks is he gonna know? That's crazy. Okay, lick. I missed. Oh, this is gonna be so good. You can't possibly defeat me. What was that? He was like in a nut. He nutted. What the fuck? Oh, we're literally unstoppable. Okay, I think this one's a done deal. We have the invincible Pokemon. Oh no, come on, Mini Chomp. Come on, Mini Chomp. Come on, Mini Chomp. No. I'm just gonna spam ball until I catch this guy. No. Should I try hit him with another attack? Should I put him to sleep too? No, it won't affect him. I think I can only do one status effect at a time, right? Okay. Oh. I might need to come back here with a better ball. Ah. Damn. Some really cool Pokemon out here. Just want a bird, man? You just want a bird? I think that's what he said he wanted. Okay. Here's your freaking bird. I feel like Winkle's like the only like common unfused Pokemon. Yeah, Winkle's so cute. Give to Wally. Thanks. I guess we can go to your dad's gym now. What a loser. Yeah, but Mopsy, wait. I was just thinking. I think I want to try catching a Pokemon myself too. You think it's a good idea? Yes, I always think it's a good idea. Really? You think so? Alright then. I got this. You do have this, Wally. Can you go to the other route maybe? The Pokemon looked a bit scary where we were. Scary pokes? Where's the other route? Okay, you got this, buddy. Oh, it's a route! Oh, that's right! This is scripted. Attack! 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 Throw a Pokeball. Yeah, we did it. Head back to the gym. I wonder if I'll be able to find a route there. You gotta fuse it. He's gonna fuse them. He's gonna make a monstrosity. It's pretty cute. Wing tease. Very cool. Yeah. We're out of here. Let's see. Oh, I wonder what that other little one was. Should I try to catch one of these guys? Give him a lick. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Because Golbat's cool as hell. Oh, come on. You're wasting my balls. Yes. I'm so broke right now, we can't even buy more balls. No, I don't think we want to learn Amnesia. That sounds like a bad thing. Yeah, a sharp bat Pokemon. Store to PC. No. Who are you? Oh, that's the same thing. Just from a different angle. Alright, we're gonna go all out then. Metronome. Oh, what? Oh my god. That was crazy. Prismatic laser? So I don't think there is going to be a route. I think he got a route because it was scripted. Can I rematch you actually? So I need some money. Venomoth. That's just a regular Pokemon. Ingrain. We're rooted in. Now Metronome. Let's do something crazy. Let's go. Level 10 already? Should I learn Absorb? No, I think I'm good. I like Ingrain better than Absorb. Oh! You're so cute. He's gonna use Copycat? Oh, not Head Charge. Iron Tail. It didn't affect. Wait, what's Decoy do? Oh, Anchor Shot was crazy. What? Let's go, Anchor Shot. Oh. Trade offer. Normal Fairy, Grass Flying. Which Pokemon do you want to trade? Do I want to trade any of my Pokemon? No. No, I don't. I like my Pokemon. I just thought I would fight you and get some money. We gotta go to the gym, I think. That's our only option. How many splicers do I have right now? 1. Okay, I could fuse these guys, but I don't think I want to fuse them. Okay. We'll think about it. Where's this gym? That's the gym. That's a gym. That's our freaking dad. Get to the next gym. Let's find one of these crazy Pokemon. This time you're ours, buddy? We're gonna get him so fucking good. First I need to show him who's boss. Origin Pulse. Damn, wait, no! 2 boss. I think I just killed them. Hello. Trying to catch a Pidgey. Good luck, man. We gotta chill. Now it's windy. I need to find a Pidgey. In this world? What are you? Is that Zapdos? Oh, we have to catch Infernos. What the hell? Okay. This might be tricky. This might be tricky. I'm hoping to paralyze it. Okay. Okay. Sleep powder. Oh. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh. No. I have to catch you. This is my last ball. No. Oh. That thing's so sick. You think I'll get another chance at it? Alright. Destroy it. Use metronome. Horn leash? Oh, is that good? Well, dang. This guy wants a freaking Pidgey right now? Am I crazy? Is that really what he wants? Quests. Weather watch. Find a Pokemon that only appears when it's windy. You have Pokeballs? No, of course I didn't find a Pidgey yet. There's not gonna be a Pidgey out here. That's not even close to a Pidgey. I think the randomizer just like breaks that quest. Uh-oh. Oh, beautiful Pokemon. Whoa. That's sick. Okay. Ingrain. We're the tankiest Pokemon. And we got Metronome. Oh, I don't know if Mist did anything good for me. Hydro Pump, let's go. Oh, let's go. Wait, that was a crazy Pokemon. Okay. I gotta go get Ball. Oh, please have enough money. Pokeball. Oh yeah, we got plenty. Okay. 6 ball. Thank you. We'll hold off on the splicers. We'll hold off on the splicers for a bit. I want to just like try to catch a good variety. Then we'll go sicko mode. We'll go sicko mode. We'll make a bunch of insane combos. Oh, we gotta try to catch that Zapdos. But I wonder if the type of fusion they are makes it like impossible or not for a type of ball to catch them. Like, because there's a Zapdos in there, is he just immune to Pokeballs? Ingrain? We'll hit him with Metronome. Quiver Dance. Oh. Does Quiver Dance go hard? Now you're paralyzed. There's not much I can do here. I can try to put him to sleep. Try Metronome again. Well, I can't use it after the taunt. Then licking it's gonna kill him. Okay, 1 second. Pokemon. Let's try one of these little guys. And they're ingrained, so I can't switch them out. Oh. I F'd myself in the B. Oh. Wait, this is huge. This is huge. Come on, baby. Oh. It's like gambling. Come on, baby. Oh. I think I might have to wait till I have at least a Great Ball. We must kill him. There's no other way. I think that's just because he has a legendary Pokemon in him. Hey. Well, I haven't been able to find a Pidgey. There's no Pidgeys here. You sicko? Oh, berries. Berries, thank you, berries. There's an ad break. I'm thinking if I want to go get a snack. I think I'm gonna go get a snack real quick. So I'll be right back, chat. I'll set you up with a freaking battle royale. And I'm gonna go get a little treat. It's over. Let's go. I just got back. It was perfect timing. So I don't think we'll ever find a Pidgey. I don't think we'll ever find a Pidgey again. I think I remember one Pokemon spawning that had a Pidgey in it. So we'd have to go all the way back and get that bird. And defuse it and bring it to him. I want to catch one of those Garchomps for sure. One of those frickin' Zapdoses. You frickin' know I will. Scary monkey? Scary monkey? We gotta go farther back for Scary Monkey? Oh no. These guys are still everywhere. Lick them. Lick that bug. Lick the bug. Drop the pokes. Yeah, that's a bird head. That's a bird head. This is crazy. Okay, and then we lick them. It doesn't affect. Is that true? Metronome's my only hope. Oh. I wonder if we'll be able to even catch this guy. Yeah, we just murdered him. Okay. I'm gonna switch my Pokemon out real quick. I feel like I've really over-leveled him. Yeah, I've been going crazy. I'm too used to having the XP share. No? There's another? Give me that Pidgey freak. Yeah! They're beautiful! Yes. You're ours. You're freaking ours, buddy. No! Oh. This is my last chance. Oh, yes! There's nothing normal about that guy. Oh, I just freaking had unlimited speed there. I'm gonna see if I can't just give it to him fused. That'd be the laziest option. Hey. Wait. It's Pidgeot, not Pidgey. Frick. Now I'm stuck with this freak. I'm stuck with him now. Kill my Pokemon. Okay, let's just progress in the plot. Let's just progress. I don't think it was like a requirement. Oh, we are so many of you. That's crazy. That's an invasive species. Oh, bud. You want me to go touch mushrooms, right? I wonder if these are gonna spawn the regular shroomish. This one's already been touched. Not this one, though. Oh, a berry. For you? For you? That's a Mimichu again? For you? Oh, that's... I know who that is. I know who that is. Oh! Destroy him. I guess maybe confusion will be good? Yes! Shit. Fuck. Poison ice or something? Let's go. No, forget Gust. Oh. They're everywhere. Confusion? Let's fucking go. Oh. Oh no! Wait, what is in him? Oh my god. I have to know. I have to know. What is that face? Oh no. We gotta swap them out. What is the face? I'm going crazy. They're so good. Go to sleep now. Go to sleep. Alright, let's do it. You're ours. You're ours, baby. Yes! I must know who you are. Spoggle? Spoggle? Confusion. No, I'm confused. Stun Spore, that's amazing. Use gravity? My gravity intensified? The metronome kind of sucks sometimes. I guess we could lick him. I just want something cool to happen. Okay. We'll lick him. Oh no! Yes! Great job! Great job! The Seagull Bounce Pokemon! That's beautiful. No! Leave me alone. Oh! Oh shit. Let's fire water? Got hit with confusion? Oh yes, that was perfect. That's good! You're just a pillow! Yes, confusion. Yes, confusion. Oh. Cloyble? Cloyble? We're just one-shotting them. Oh my god. I'm intimidated. That's horrific. That's horrific. Smoke screen. No, thank you. Boom. Shroomish? Shroomish? Yeah, Shroomish! We gotta get a Shroomish on our team. Oh no. Well, I'm out of Pokeballs though, aren't I? Oh well. Good night, sweet Shroomish. Oh, it's that weirdo. You're evil, aren't you? Ooh. I'm having orange juice. I am feeling much better though today. I'm overcoming the con crud. Whoa! What the fuck am I looking at? Confusion? Air slash? I'm still paralyzed, okay. I'm a scrub. Well, let's get some... No, it's not time for training. It's not time for training, it's time for battle. My tank. My undefeated Pokemon. We're locked in. Metronome? Psycho Cut? It wasn't very effective, but it sounded hella cool. One more. It's gambling. Freeze dry. Was that huge? Oh, that was huge. And we'll finish it up with a nice little lick. Done. That's a crazy looking Pokemon though. And I got some Glimmer coins. Obtained Protector. Oh no. One of those freaking guys, man. Exerted his pressure. Destroyed. Mushroom. Yeah, we got a little berry. Mushroom. Berry. Huge for us. What are you? What are you? What are you? Whoa! I can't catch you right now, but I'm very impressed. He has a nasty plot. The burn. The freaking burn. Wait, what? Oh, he got away. It's a Shroomish again. Oh, I love Shroomish. And that's why I have to destroy you. Mm-hmm. Got some honey. I don't know, cut yet. Freaking Zapdos again, man. You're everywhere. One of these freaking days, man, I'm gonna catch you. Just have a Zapdos everything? Would that be hard as hell? I could, they're everywhere. I could farm Zapdoses all day. A Slowpoke tail? That sounds kind of messed up. Thanks for the berries. What's your deal? Oh yeah, you just want to scream. No, thank you. Pokemon? A fastball? We'll fight this guy. Well, he's rich. He's a rich boy. Oh, that's so cute. Damn. It's like normal steel? Is that what this is telling me? Extra Strike Confusion? Okay, it's not very effective. Oh! And then our frickin' boy? We love much growth. Ingrain. Freaking metronome. Give me something good. Yes. Let's fucking go. We're making money. I do just want to fight everybody because we really do need the money. We're broke. Smear by? You're cute. Ember? Except we're dead now. We don't have a fire attack anymore. Bummer. Metronome, please? Metronome, please? Something good? That's all I had. That's all I had. Okay. This isn't gonna go so well. We just need to take him out, that's all. Oh, are we gonna use recovery then? Yeah! Tackle? Maybe Astonish? Ah. Okay, let's try him. Quick attack. Well, we might lose. We might lose our first fight. Fuck. Do I have... 1 second. Such a berry. Yeah, I have nothing. I have nothing. Try you? I haven't really used you before. Oh, you're so cute though. Mud Sport, Mud Slap. Oh no. No. Oh, bummer. Is this gonna destroy us slowly? I'm gonna try just copycatting my way out of here. It doesn't affect. What is he? Fuck. It's over. The last Pokemon I have, I could probably, like, do a standstill. That's right, of course it doesn't work. Oh no. This sucks. What do I do? Lick doesn't work. Yeah, I have to forfeit the match. Fuck. That sucks. That sucks. We were defeated so easily. But we should have some money now. Can I get some splicers? Oh no, I'm so broke. Why am I so poor? Wait, I have my Pokemon from my last playthrough still? Wait. This is huge. Oh my god. This is huge. You're about to go crazy. Okay. Item storage. I just have that one potion, of course. Oh yeah, keep on messing up. There we go. Wait, look at all of our good Pokemon. They started off, they're back as babies though. But that's okay. I like some of their baby forms a lot. There's fucking Jax. Okay. That's our new sweet baby. We also love you. They're all little babies. Yeah. That's our old starter Pokemon too. Oh, that's beautiful. That's also a Pidgey. Yeah. Our quest is fulfilled. Wait, we have sick Pokemon. Okay, okay, okay. I'm very happy about that. That's a very fun thing that just happened. They restore all your Pokemon to level 3, and you can have them again. Let's go give them that Pidgey. Have a Pidgey. Got a sleeping bag. Okay. Let me out of here. Wish we could just take this man's money. New beast. Yeah. I have so many Mudkips now. If I use a ghost attack, it's not very good. Okay, let's switch them out. Who should I use? Oh, he didn't even need the Pidgey. Let's get our girl back out here. They're so cute. Got Mud Slap. Definitely use some Mud Slap. You'll be blinded by my mud. Freaking Mud Slap rules. I'm just spamming my space bar. Let's go. Oh. What does double team do? Moves raises evasiveness? Yes, give up on that. We gotta get to the next town and beat the next gym leader. Oh! You're forcing me to kill. He's stronger than you. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna try this one. It's not very good. Oh, I used it twice? Damn. I need to just pay attention to what I'm doing. Heck. I missed. No, no. My Pokemon all suck except for like one of them. I really need the XP share, which I should get pretty soon. If I want to learn Water Gun, I probably should. Okay. Out of my way. No! It's you again! Get wet. Use Water Gun. Come on. Come on. Yeah, atta girl. Stay with me. God. My Pidgey's level 11 right now. Mud Slap. Mud Slap, let's go. No. I missed. Yes, the Mud Slap is unbeatable. No. Okay, fine. We'll use my one good Pokemon. What will it be? Hell yes. That was sick. Oh. Metronome. Yo, that was sick. What was that? Munch growth is so goated. Whoa. Mini-chan? That looks creepy. Water gun? Wait, what? That was crazy. What was that? It was like that other time the nut busted. Whoa. We're a fighting type? Oh no. Wait. Mudkeel, you're so good. Mud Slap is huge. Thanks for the money, pal. We're out of here. Okay, we're so close. We have to defeat these twins. Oh, Regipass? Reshipass? Okay. Mudkeel is gonna switch out with little Moppy here. And Munch Growth is gonna ingrain. Let's go. Go pound, little Moppy. Oh my god. Oh, you don't know anything right now. Fuck. I shouldn't have pulled you out. Alright, Metronome. That's brutal. It's okay. Munchgrowth can tank this. We'll send out our beloved Pidgey. No, it sucks. Oh. God. Of course it doesn't affect them. I'll just use Sand Attack. And Metronome? What am I gonna do? Let's go. We might actually win this. Pidgey. Take him out. Oh. Sacred Sword. Oh, that's sick. Oh. Rest your soul, Pidgey. Hi, Silver! Welcome! Things aren't going so hot, but we got some really sick Pokemon right now. I found out that we're able to access our whole old team. So we have a lot of fun stuff. I'm just trying to make some money right now so we can get some splicers. And then we'll be switching it up again. Okay. Copycat. And Metronome. How are you, Silver? Hope you are well. Oh. Rest in peace. Where's Metronome spamming? Electroweb? Our Munch Growth is literally undefeatable. It's so tanky. Will Lick work? Oh yeah, I should have used Lick from the beginning. Let's go. The Munch Growth is so cute. It just eats the berries it grows on himself. It's like eating your belly button lint. Okay, we just made a bunch of money. Yeah, we did it. Let's get some splicers. Q&A splicers, please. I can only afford one. Can I sell anything good? Oh, I could put that on a Pokemon? Ooh. Yes! Oh, we're rich again! Let's get 7 of them, baby. Oh, it's time to make monsters! I'm gonna stick my Pokemon. Organize and fuse. So these are just the ones in my box right now. We have a Charizard. I don't know who that is, but I had to catch him. Okay. Check out our Pokemon right now. We should go heal. So there's a couple fusions I'm definitely going to keep because I really wanted to see what their next evolution looked like. But we're going to mess with a couple of the others, I think. Okay. You're perfect. I think I want to separate you two. Said Mudkip away. We have a... Oh, I did that backwards. That's okay. We're gonna get rid of you too. One sec. To the computer. We'll pause a Pokemon. Oh, Mudkip. Okay. I think I'm kind of attached to Little Moppy emotionally, so I think we're going to keep Little Moppy in the team. Okay. And now we're good to fuse whoever's in here. So I wanted to fuse Mimikyu with somebody. I'm trying to think of who would be cool. Who would be sick? Wurmple? Baidu and Mimikyu? Oh, yeah, because they turn into like the rose Pokemon, right? Maybe it'll be kind of spooky. Oh, yeah, we want Ghost Poison, right? I think we want Ghost Poison, or we want Grass Fairy. Oh. Let's have a Ghost Poison. They're being fused. They're being fused. Oh, yeah. That's so cute. A shiny stone is needed for Rosanane. And Brave. Absorb. Astonish. Copycat. Double Team. A shiny stone. I don't know if there is going to be a shiny stone available. That's okay. We do have extra Mimichus. What does Shelios turn into? Is it cute? Why does mine look so funny? Oh man, who else do I want to fuse? Whimsmer and Mimichu might be really cute too. I think we're going to take our Woozard into our team because he's really strong. Okay. Mimichu and Growlithe could be really cute. Should I defuse Growlithe? I need to withdraw at least one more Pokemon. There. You're coming with us, buddy. Want that Mimichu? Okay. I think Mimichu and Alakazam could be really cool. I'm thinking that could be pretty cool. Ghost Psychic. But that would undo Little Mopsy. I don't know if I can do that. I don't think I can do that. I can't bring myself to it. Get in there. Mimichu and who? Mimichu and Growlithe, maybe it could be really cute. Yeah, Growlithe. Oh. Oh, who do we pick? Ghost Fire, I think. That looks scary. Let's go, let's go. Show us some freaks. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's so beautiful. And sassy. Definitely sassy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know what I did to them. I like Full Metal Alchemist episode for them. Oh. Oh. They're all so cute. I like the one with the scary human arms. But I also really like him. I really like this one. Would you be mad if I picked this one? Oh. Yeah, get on the team, boy. You're on the team. Okay, okay. Unstoppable Pokemon team. Straight to the gym. Yeah, I get that, I get that, I get that. Oh, you're yapping at me. You're yapping at me. You put a rat on me? Look at these idiots. I should just fight him for the money, though. We need the money. Oh, no. Oh, no. What are you? What happened to you? Oh, he licked me. That wasn't a good attack. What about... Oh, no. Not Arts. Arts, no! Dude, all my Pokemon suck? Oh yeah, all my Pokemon suck right now. This is gonna be horrendous. Use fake tears? Oh no. Oh yeah. My disguise saved me. I'm literally just gonna have to tank everything with my one good Pokemon. I can't wait for the XP share. I'm just gonna ingrain myself here. I'm indestructible now. And now I'm just gonna lick him. I'm gonna lick this guy. Oh, lick didn't do anything? We're gonna have to metronome him? That was sick. We're just gonna spam metronome since I really have nothing else going for us right now. We're indestructible. Got hard. Excellent. I need at least one more attack for this guy. I can't just have... Oh no, how many Fury Swipes are you gonna get? Oh no. I'm gonna run out PP. I'm gonna run out PP. Aw, man. This is brutal. This is an insane tactic. Yes! We're winning! Double team? No double team. Ember for sure though. Get rid of Scratch for Ember. Alright, that was good. We fought hard, we fought bravely. To the Pokemon Center. Get my pokes, heal them. I'm so happy about the Growlithe Mimichu. It's so good. Oh, they're gonna tag team me. This just isn't fair. Oh, what are those? Regitom? Lycanmime? Ugh. I don't like this at all. I'm gonna Mud Slap. And I'm gonna Ingrain. Oh, not Arts. Arts is so cute. It's super effective, that's great. It's huge for us. Can I lick? Can I lick? No, not Stomp. Yes, lick is good. Lick is good. Oh no. Poor Arts. I think I'm good as long as I can have Munchlax out there. Or Munch Growth. Whoever the hell this guy is. I think we're doing pretty good. My Lick missed. Oh. Maybe Air Slash. Metronome, please save us. Quick attack, that's perfect actually. Should I learn Poison Powder? That's better than Sleep Powder. You want to learn Assurance? Yeah, we'll just get rid of Odor Sleuth. No more sniffing. Oh, rest in peace, Woozard. Send out our boy. Oh. Maybe a Ghost Attack. And maybe just Metronome, because why not? Seed Flare? Oh. That was sick. No Leer. No one gets Leer. Yes! Oh, what? No, you're beautiful. Oh, man. Maybe just bite? I'm gonna use Lick. Nice. Nice. Another volley. Yeah, Disguise is good. Basically just dodges a bunch of attacks. No odor sleuth. No. Do we get good money for it? Get off of me. Alright, gym leader time. I swear we get the XP share pretty soon. That'll be huge for us. Let's battle. We have to fight the cute girl. Come on, Roxanne, let's do it. Okay. Montrose has to go in. Oh, I can't pick more than 2? Oh, is that a good pick? Okay, that's a good pick, I think. Let's go. I need to get a haircut so bad. Not arrow. What? Oh my god, that just short-circuited my brain. What am I looking at? Oh my god. Oh my god. Aerolia? Not Aerolia. Jesus Christ. Oh. I feel like I can't look at the screen. Oh man. I'm gonna use a rat tactic. I'm gonna become unkillable. Oh, we've been synchronized? Synchronize sucks, you kidding me? Don't you synchronize on me? Oh. Wait, he can actually beat me, I think. Oh no! Are we done for? Oh. Not the poison. Metronome, save me. It won't save me. Fuck. Curios Wizard. Air Slash, I think, is the move. Yes. Oh, wait, I love that one. That's so cute. Oh, yes. Time to defeat. Oh, fuck. Dang. But we came out on top. I got the stone badge. Baton pass. Rock Tomb. Yeah. Let's take that shit off. We want our cute little glasses. Yeah, we won! Now we have freaking money? Out of my way! Move it! That's crazy. Anyway, to the Pokemon Center. I don't remember when I get the XP share. Hope it's soon. Because my team's a little messed up right now. Oh, can I get a Great Ball? A Rindo Berry? Quick Powder? Oh, there's way more stuff here now. Oh, because they got randomized items. Oh! Wait, this is good. I want that. Some more Pokeballs. Held by Ditto. Okay, I don't have a Ditto though. Magma Energy. A glowing orb to be held by Giratina? Isn't that like the devil Pokemon? Okay. That's feral. Is it this way? Yeah. I'll help you get your guy. What's that? What's that? Oh, what's just happened? I got surrounded. Oh, wait. This is so cute. Is that Miltank? You know we're catching this Pokemon. I'm sorry, chat. Wait, this is awesome. Do I have any... All my Pokemon suck right now. We'll just keep going. My confusion on them? It's like kind of good that none of these are really strong on them. Because I don't want to kill them. And this is good XP farming. Oh yeah. Here we go, baby. A fastball? No. Maybe they are fast. No. Should I try the fastball? Take that. Oh, that ball is sick looking. No. This is not fair. Aww. I don't have any status effects anymore. Maybe I can give him poison powder. Yes, poison powder. No, they're dead. Whatever. Whatever. I didn't want a cute cow anyway. Everyone wants to learn double team. I don't want to learn double team. Fine. Fine. I'll buy more Pokeballs. I need that Miltank. I need that freaking cow. Also, what is the other half of that one? They had a little hula skirt. It was really cute. Oh, ball. Almost forgot about the most important thing. Ball is life. Buy a million of these. Oh, a premier ball. Spend all my money. I'll never need money again once I have a milk tank. I need it, chat. I need the milk tank. I've never needed anything more. Milk tank. Milk tank. She's beauty. She's perfect. She's beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna try the munch growth technique. I'm thinking poison powder might be a good move here. Okay, that's right. Licking isn't gonna work. I'll just ingrain myself for protection. I'm gonna try that premier ball, although I don't think it's any better than a regular ball, right? This is the most boring way of catching a Pokemon. Oh, it's a boy. It's a boy milk tank, everybody. That's so cute. Okay, come on. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Yes, here we go. Wait. Premier ball, let's go. Let's go, premier ball. Oh. Oh, they're gonna die. Oh, rest in peace. Is learning headbutt? Yeah, we'll take headbutt. Headbutt's good. I must catch one of these. I must. Can I headbutt you? Nice. Just get a little bit of violence in. If only one of these guys knew hypnosis. I really don't think he knows hypnosis, though. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything! Fuck! Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, now's my chance. One of these has got to do the trick. No, come on. Get in my ball. Oh. I wish I didn't get rid of sleep powder. I need this. I need this. Do I have any status attacks? 1 second. I'm sure some of my like really low level Pokemon have something like Leer or something really bad. Don't pound. Yeah, growl. I don't think that's going to make any difference. Oh. Pokeball? Pokeball? Is he... Are they fused with like a legendary Pokemon or something? This might kill them. Oh no. One last shot. No. Damn. They have to be like uncatchable somehow. Oh no. Who are these guys? These little rats. These little fucking rats. Not mud sport. Send out our powerful Pokemon to do all the hard work for us. Lick that bug. Lick that bug. There we go. Okay. This is some bullshit. I'm gonna have to come back for one of those Miltanks. Maybe we'll get some Great Balls soon? Maybe? Oh, a Skitty! We love Skitty! Oh, yeah! That's the best pixel art. Oh, Skitty. I'm gonna catch a Skitty. Maybe I mud slap? Oh, that was perfect. Skitty time! Skitty time! I'm pretty sure I have a Skitty, don't I? No, this is the first time catching Skitty. Oh, they're so perfect. They're so perfect. Oh, I have a sleepy one. No nickname. Skitty is the perfect name for you. Although you could get a Skitty and name them Skibbity. No, no! I was distracted by that weird looking one. A bug ground? I think that's the best move available. Maybe just headbutt's better. Okay. We gotta pull out. We're really under-leveled. Really under-leveled. Pet. I think Peck should be better against a bug Pokemon. Oh. No! Come on, little Moppy. Oh, you look like you peed the bed. It's so beautiful, though. What are you? What are you? Whoa! What am I looking at? Those look like they're blurring it out so I don't have to see it. You definitely gotta try to catch it though, right? Okay, Munch Growth, get out there. Like him? Oh, well, he's dead now. Damn. I would have caught. Ugh. We need the money. It's fine. God, what is that? What is that? Like a fish? Oh, I can't swap. That's crazy. Poor Arts. We'll try Woozard. Woolizard. Oh yeah. Come on, Woolizard. I like your big pink belly. That's your star feature. I like to imagine it's totally hairless. Oh, wait, that one's really cute. Confusion? He's using rage. I'm sorry, bud. You're done for. Nice. On my way? Fuck. Oh! Less bars? What am I looking at? I mean, I really like it. That's crazy. Try to lick it? Oh, it doesn't affect. Dang. I'll just hit metronome. Swallow? Oh no. Multi-attack. Wait, that was sick. Boom. I love metronome. Metronome's so silly. Give us $100. What is that? What is that? Oh! What? Oh my god, what? Wait, I have to have this. Okay, we're gonna give it our best shot. I don't think I'll be able to catch it though. Okay, poison powder. That's crazy. And then we're gonna lick it. Okay, maybe we'll be able to catch it. But we'll see. Oh. No! That's crazy. What else is up here? Oh my god. They're everywhere. We'll try metronome. Maybe something beautiful will happen. I'm paralyzed still? Nope. We'll just try this. We'll just try this. They're a good Pokemon, I swear. Yeah. Oh. Where are these big guys? Whoa! Wait, what? That's amazing! I need that. Okay, we're locking in. Letty Ring? Poison powder. That's so cute. Yo, the randomizer goes so hard. It doesn't affect. Okay. Metronome? Simple beam. Oh. I'm just killing time. I'm hoping I don't use a crazy move. Draining Kiss. Ah, oh, fuck, we killed them. Okay, one sec. We need to be finding, like, the Team Rocket guy. Oh! There's some crazy good Pokemon out here, though. Oh! Those look really good. Okay, Ingrain. And freaking Water Gun. Okay. Oh. Yes. That was a crazy whale. They screamed in pain. Oh no. Steel Lotion is crazy. Oh. Come on. Oh yeah, thank God it's super effective. Not Leer. Maybe it was a based attack. Oh. Oh, I targeted the wrong one. I targeted the wrong one. Oh. Metronome is so freaking good, man. Oh yeah, we definitely learned Mud Slap. Oh, we're back, baby. Time to slap mud. That's so cute. Wait. We're finishing him off. Bam. That was a sick Pokemon, though. Oh, why did I do Water Gun? Something good? Mud Slap? Oh no, it doesn't affect them. Send out our little guy, our special little bumpkin. Bam. Yes. We freaking did it. Oh, fuck. How many more times are... Oh my god, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with that. Mystical Fire? Yes. That was so lucky. Oh my god. Wait, they're already out. I want my little Mimi Lias out there. My sweet boy. My sweet boy. I'm using copycat now. That. No. No. We're dying. Come on, Wizard. No. It's so tied to this one Pokemon. Like all my other Pokemon suck except for him. That's okay, we'll just keep on tanking our way through this. Okay, I think the Team Rocket guy... Protective pads. I think the Team Rocket guy... I know your Pekko's in there. I'll go get Pekko. We'll go rescue Pekko. Oh. I'm surrounded by monsters. They're spawning up. Lick. Lick 'em. They look like they have like freaking boobs on them. Oh, we're coming for you, pal. Oh no, he's fusing them. Oh. Art is crazy looking. Okay. There's only one way we can win this. I'm gonna go nasty style. They use their baby doll eyes. Nice. Alright, now it's a metronome. It's a oh no, we're out of metronome. We're just gonna lick them. We're just gonna lick them a whole bunch. I wonder if lick is even working? Oh, it does. Okay, good. That's such a cool sprite. We need to like combine more things with Charizard. Maybe I should mix Charizard and Mimichu. Instead of Growlithe? I feel like that could have a really cool custom sprite. We want Bind? Is Bind good? No, I don't want Bind. Wait, who's trying to learn Chip Away? Oh yeah, where's Chip Away? Oh, Chip Away might be good. Yeah, I'm gonna replace Lick. Sorry, Lick. That's right, I fucking busted you. Give me the parts. You've been transformed into a monster. A DNA reverser. Or evil Mopsy. Okay. They're blocking the fucking exit. Oh my god. We have to kill them all. Chip away. Chip away good? I think it's fucking good. Killed them. Yay, a Pokeball. Jesus Christ. They're blocking me, man. I have to fight them. There's no other way. That's so funny. Oh yeah, one-shotted. You're a monster. Arido. Oh, he's pounding me. The XP farm. Let us out, man. Oh. Okay, one more. It was a crazy spawn rate, though. Yes. Powerful. We did it! We're kind of the greatest. Hello, are you Gorgagast? Oh! What are you? Wait, I really catch this Pokemon. I want to catch this Pokemon. I'm using my poison powder. It doesn't affect them. Maybe a chip away. Nope, it just instantly kills. Let me try my hand at this one. Whoa! How are you so big? Why are you so big? Damn, instant shot. Okay. That's crazy. What are you? It's like the Garchomp thing again? There's some crazy Pokemon spawning up here. Go see that old man. You owe me big time, buddy. He's gonna talk about a meteorite that's coming to destroy the Earth. And how we gotta stop it with the power of Pokemon Fusion. The power of Pokemon Fusion. Yeah, so the Earth is going to be destroyed. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Okay. We're making good progress. I'm thinking we do some freaking fusions. Actually, let's talk to those guys up there. Maybe we'll get some free stuff. Hey! We found a fossil. I do research on Pokemon behaviors. Are these all quests? Oh. Yeah, they all have quests for me. The juice box. Oh, wait, music? Wait. Oh. Diddy Audible? Battle Rival? I'm not talking to you, Siri. What the hell? I don't want to talk to you, Siri. Turn off. Yo, I fucking hate that shit. Oh my god, give me back my phone. I'm trying to find some good music. Our gallery? Oh, that's it right there. That's it right there. Man, technology's gone too far, chat. Too far. Oh, I want to muck so bad. I can't get down there. Okay. Go to the Pokemon Center. I'm gonna do some freaky fusions. I'd like to deposit my Pokies. No, we're not gonna change those two. I think I'm gonna mess you up and mess you up. Okay, and now we're gonna do some fusions. First, I want my Mimichu back. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Mimichu. Fuse with freaking Charizard, baby. Okay. They both look pretty good, but I'm gonna do Ghost Flying. Let's go. Yes, that's sick. A Mimizard. Disguise. Air Slash. Ember, Copycat, Astonish, I think. Nice, that's sick. Alright. Maybe I'll fuse you. This Woobat is level 17. Yes, give me the cute Pokemon. Give me the cute Pokemon. Yes, it's so good. It's a Woody, and it's got a little heart stamp, but timid, hasty. I want confusion, foresight, sing, and gust. Confirm. So cute. Okay. And then go. Okay, do I want to try maybe a different combo with anyone else? I kind of want to swap you up. Infuse our Wampert. Who would be sick? That's Psychic. That's normal. Psychic Bug. Psychic Flying. Psychic Water. Oh, wait. Psychic Fire Dog? Psychic Fire Dog? Is this too far? Oh. Okay, I'm going with this one. Give me the goods. Give me the freaking goods. Yeah! My stupid spaceman. Growlra. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, yeah. Okay, we have a crazy team now. Okay, I gotta stop the music. Woo! I thought I was gonna go crazy in there. Oh, do I need, Pokeballs? I definitely do. Let's see if I have any money, though. Got a little bit of money. Get 4 Pokeballs. And DNA splicers. Okay. We need to... Oh, it's our rival. Hey, bud. Oh, hi, Evil Mopsy. How's your Pokedex coming along? I passed Mr. Briny in Petalburg Woods. I guess he's on his way home to his cottage by the sea. Did Roxanne give you any trouble? I want to see what's up against... what I'm up against in this league challenge. So how about a little battle? The randomizer stuff? Oh, Slugma! Slug my fucking balls. Oh wait, that was really powerful. Oh no. Let's use Mimizard. That's so sick. I'm gonna use Air Slash. Hell yeah. Mimizard is so good. Yeah, you should definitely learn Bite. Nice. Give me the monies. Give me the monies. I can put hats on my Pokemon this whole time. You need to teach me shit. Hey. I want to fight you. Oh, that's so cute. Chip away at him. Show me your cute Pokemon. Oh. No. Put it away. Put it away. Oh. Why do you look so cracked out? That was awesome, though. You had great Pokemon. Ooh, I got some leftovers. We don't have cut yet, I don't think. I want to catch that fucking Zapdos. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can fucking stop me. Okay, old man. Come back over here. Bok bok. Yeah! Time to ride the boat. Time to ride the freaking boat. I wonder if we'll see different, like, fusion Pokemon in the water. It looks like they're not spawning. Oh, what the hell? That was huge. Oh man, I want surf so bad. Oh, the pirates are here. I love the pirates. We're here. Fuck these up. Time to battle. Whoop honey. Oh my god, no, not whoop honey. No. Step aside, Vaporeon, am I right? Fuck. Fake out? It's better than fucking growl. Oh. Just get it out of here. Get it out of here. Oh. Okay. Yeah. We should definitely learn Heart Stamp. Heart Stamp's so cute. Okay. Better than Foresight. Defeated. Oh, yes! Yes! Show me my beautiful baby. God. The face only a mother can love. Yeah, learn Confusion too. Kinesis freaking sucks. We have a monster. We have a monster. Oh! That's just a regular Woobat. That's just a beautiful little Woobat. That's beautiful. What does haste do? Nah, it does nothing I want. Oh my god. Oh, I know, that was an accident. Fuck. Whatever. We could go to the gym. Let's go to the gym. This is gonna be a fucking cakewalk. Yeah, let me in. I know the way. I know the way. Your piercers? Black belt Christian. That's a beautiful creature you have there. Swap it out. I don't have any water Pokemon anymore, do I? Go, Woody. Oh. Put him to sleep. Yes. Give him a heart stamp. It's so good. Give him a little heart stamp. Oh man, I love Woody. No, don't learn teleport. Oh yes, learn Metal Claw. Yes. Take that, black belt Christian. You're nothing to me. You're nothing to me. We're already at the boss. Okay. Think? Okay, no, that's all I can have. Let's go! Probably. Because he's a fighting gym leader? What? Shenmuo? Who's gonna be undefeatable here? I can just hit you with poison powder? It won't matter? You simply can't defeat me? Oh, you're so weak to poison. Oh, double slap, yes. Gust maybe? Oh yes, flame wheel. Roar, get rid of that. Need doggy? That's, oh my god, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Take that. Oh no. That's actually good against me. It's okay, we're literally impervious. Should I learn growth? What will that do for me? Nah, we're not gonna learn it. No Screech either. Alright. Oh, that is really cute. Poison powder. My attack missed. Want poison powder? And now I'm gonna chip away. Yes! So powerful. Learn disable? We did it! Big money too. Yeah, the knuckle badge. I'll be able to learn Flash. That's great. And I got Recover. That's great. The Brawl Shades. No thank you. Boom. Congrats on my victory. You're so optimistic. Yeah, we're crushing it. Let's see what kind of crazy freak Pokemon are in the cave. Oh, I kind of have a tummy ache right now. Oh no. I'm gonna teach someone Flash. Oh, Dragonite. Not just regular Dragonite. Oh, what? Meowth, what happened to you? Oh. You gotta take him out. Oh, I have Metal Claw. What am I doing? Yes, Metal Claw. There's Dragonites up there. Oh, hello? Okay, we'll beat him and take his Flash. Oh, Greninja! That's so cute! Should I Metal Claw him? It's not super effective. How about Psychic? Not that great either. We'll send you out. Oh, they can't be switched out right now. Oh, Mud Slap. We love the mud. It's okay. I think we got this even with just using Metal Claw. Just with spamming it. Okay. Yeah, go Arts. No disarming voice. Oh! That Dragonite and like a freaking bird? That's crazy. Oh, not thunder. Oh. Arts is good. Hell yes. Well, I guess I do still have an XP share, huh? Yay, we got Flash. Into the cave. Who are we teaching this to? Everyone can learn it. Give it to Ginkgo Cat. And we'll get rid of Haze. Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick too while we're at it. BRB. I'm back. I'm back. We're making freaks. We're making sickos. We're inventing new Pokemon. When you fuse a Pokemon, do you also fuse like the viruses and diseases and parasites inside their bodies? What if we make COVID too? Can I flash? Can I flash? Yeah! Show me the freaks. Hello? Whoa, hello? Who are you? We had to catch this, right? Metal Claw. Uh-oh. We need our tanky Pokemon. Who is this combined with? They look so cool. Oh, maybe chip away? Oh, it doesn't affect them. I'll just use Ingrain and we'll just chill. Oh yeah. You can't defeat me, I'm too invincible, I'm too tanky. What does that do? That reduces my PP? No, don't reduce it. Don't reduce it. Alright. We get one. Well, will we have more than one shot, maybe? Come on, baby. Join the team. No, join the team. No, he's gonna die. Oh. Join the team, join the team, join the team. No. I need better balls. I need better balls. Yeah, you can learn Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb's cool. Rock Tomb's cool as fuck. Okay, go down here. Oh, more Gorgageists. I got Carbos. That's supposed to be a Moonstone or an Infinity Stone. No, God. What are you? God, you're horrible. Entomb you in rock. Oh. Wait, who are you? Oh, okay. I see what kind of monster you are. Come on, Arts. Oh. Be defeated. Okay. Let's try the little switcheroo here. I'm gonna switch you out. Because you're the one who needs the most leveling. Let me catch you. You're like a ghost? You're like a ghost? Oh, that's perfect. I can really whittle them down. Oh, I can also lower their accuracy to like 0. And maybe another little peck. Oh. My attack missed. We're gonna whittle them down to like nothing. They're gonna be ours. Yes. One more. One more. Oh. There's no way they're gonna get away. There's no way. They're on life support. Oh. How many balls do we have to waste on this guy? Yes. Yeah, we caught one. Well, we should definitely learn Fury Swipes. Better than Peck. Reversal? I do love Reversal. Reversal freaking rips. Okay, Teleport sucks, and I don't think I can even get the gym badge that lets me use it. The Light Marionette Pokemon? I'll store into PC. Oh, I'm excited to experiment with that one. Okay, I have to go up this ladder. Up we go. Up we go. Let me go talk to Team Rocket now. We talk to this nerd. Hello? 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 He likes legendary Pokemon? Give us Rain Dance? Do we even have a water type right now? Our team is like terribly balanced, I think. But that's because all my Pokemon choices are based off of aesthetics. Alright, alright, alright. Steven's letter! Here, let me out of here. I want to go fuse some Pokemon. Oh, stop. Pirates. Hi, pirate. He's a pretty famous guy. Son of Devon President and all. Oh, he's a rich boy. I think we just divulged all of our information to them. We didn't even resist a little bit. I want to see what weirdos I got. Let's organize and fuse. Okay. I want to see what these are on fuse. Oh yeah, so what was that? Oh, he's cute. What is it? Bayonet? Hardy nature? Mischievous? Can't fall asleep? They're so cute! And you're cute too! Oh wait. I'm cooking here. I'm cooking here. We'll go with the little one. We'll go with the little one. Oh! Yes! That's so good. Contact may cause neutral nature? I don't know what that means, but that could be cool. Water gun, thunder wave, thunder shock, mud slap. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so he has to be on the team. And what should I combine you with? I have so many. I got my Skitty Peepo. Oh, I love Peepo. You're so fat, Peepo. I forgot about you. And Hootie. There's so many to choose from. Oh, they're very cool. They could be a ghost bug. They could be a ghost plant. A sloth guy. I can't just fuse everything with Skitty. I can't just fuse everything with Skitty. Okay, we need to catch more Pokemon, I think. But I'm going to swap one of these guys out. I'm sorry, Growlbro, but we just don't need you. You're kind of a freak. Oh, little Moppy. We fixed you, now you're better. It's such a cute combo. I'm like obsessed now. Hey you! Let's go to Slateport City. It's time to cruise! I've drank all my drinks. I've drank all of them. Damn, we're just going for it. Oh, there's an octopus up there. Scripted octopus. La Rosa, hello. Hola. We're making monsters. We have the randomizer on. You got new glasses. Congratulations. You can see now. As a glasses wearer, I understand. I understand you. My prescription sunglasses have my current prescription, but my regular glasses are actually a little bit old. But they didn't change that much, so I just used both of them anyway. You bought new ones, you'd still have to wait for them. Well, ain't that just the way? Oh wait, let me introduce you to the freaking team, by the way. So, we did a new game plus, and there's a full randomizer, so truly just chaotic randoms. But we also have access to our old team. They're all just leveled down to like their base level. So we still have Ginkgo Cat. We got Munch Growth here. Well, it's actually a demo. It's not that long. But we're replaying it with the randomizer. And then we'll definitely be playing the full release with this file. This one's our number one right now. They're so tanky. And they're so cute. And then this is our steel Gardevoir thing. They're just a little guy right now, though. Yeah, we're evil Mopsy now. We were good Mopsy first, and now we're evil. Meet Woody. This is our girl Woody. She's perfect. Actually, I need to save a picture of this. Because I feel like I like the shape a lot. And when you like a shape a lot, you gotta save it. Snip. It's Skitty. The Skitty and Woobat. The Skitty and Woobat. We got a Mimichu and Charizard combo. That one's crazy. Little Moppy. It's gone through so many transformations. Look at them. So good. And that's our team right now. They're beautiful. Can I buy a Great Balls yet? No. No. Yeah, I like how scruffy they look. They're really cute. I can only get regular Pokeballs. I could have sworn I can be... My tank is awesome. They're gonna be like a Tanga growth and a Snorlax at one point. They're gonna be completely unstoppable. We're getting nerfed though. We're not able to buy Great Balls yet. And there's been some like crazy combinations of Pokemon we're running into that like regular Pokeballs just can't catch. There's like a Zapdos Fire Ape flying around. Munchlax is so cute. These guys are all lined up. Okay. So we gotta give this guy the hearts. Where is he? Hello? Oh, I guess they're not here yet. Unless I'm tripping. I think I might be tripping. Oh, here we go. This is where I need to go. Let's go. You wanna go watch football? I hope your team prevails. Have to deliver the parts to him directly. I might be still streaming in 45 minutes. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I never know what I'm going to be doing in 45 minutes. One of those Pidgey monsters. Hello? Yeah, I'll see you when you see me. Hello? Oh. Rose Tomb? That's crazy. What is this? I must have it. Oh no. I must have it. Is this like Confucius? There's like the like the casket Pokemon? The mummy? Ah, I killed it. Fuck. I was just trying to catch it. You can learn Wing Attack. I will allow it. Lucky Chant? We do not need Lucky Chant. Started him. Who are you? Oh, what? What are you? What? Oh, I gotta try to catch this thing. This looks insane. What is it? Go, Pokeball. No, Ginkgo Cat. My tank. The spam Pokeballs? I must take you apart? Ah. The combo is so ugly. My Taldo? Oh, let's go! We caught one. Enormous retractable claws? Started PC? That's crazy. That's crazy. We must dissect it immediately. Nice bench. Heal. Okay. I must organize and fuse. Infuse, yes. Yes. Oh! That's a crazy Pokemon. Is that real? And Mighty Yina? Oh, I'm gonna try something crazy. With my weird ghost? Yes. Yes, give me Rock Ghost. Is this gonna be my most powerful Pokemon yet? Oh, wait, it's so cool. Oh, that's so freaking cool looking. Protect against critical hits. Special defense. Knock off. Screech. Nightshade. Water gun. Boom. That's a crazy Pokemon. Okay, I need to deposit one. Who's getting voted off the team? Maybe Charizard. I'm emotionally attached to all these guys already, but maybe Charizard. Yes. Yes. That's sick. The marionette Pokemon. Okay. I think now I go to the museum. Yeah. Yes, I pay the admission fee. Let me up. Let me go fight. Fight for truth and love and justice? Oh, I wonder what they're gonna have. Smear tops? Oh, the other one though. Can you do anything right now? No. We're sending out little Moppy. You're going to ingrain yourself and become invincible? Yeah, little Moppy! Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Thunder Wave. Get absolutely wrecked. Now we're just gonna use Metronome. We'll see what happens. Not Acid. Sludge Wave. Oh, no. They almost killed little Moppy. Thundershock. Skip away. Let's fucking go. Yes. Copycat? Yeah, we'll replace Double Slap. Copycat can be good. Prison? Ooh, that could be good too. Maybe Confusion? Yeah. What does Spite do? User unleashes its grudge when the last move is by the target. Oh yeah, that's not that great. Fury Cutter's good though. Maybe better than Screech. Oh, good. Ooh. Oratula. You're a Thunder type? Not Air Cutter. Nice. Nice. We got fucking money and glimmer. Oh, yes. Oh, whoa. Whoa, what did I get myself into? Oh. My god, I love them. They're so big. Oh. You want to learn Mud Shot? I'm so proud of you. It's so cute. And Thunder Punch? Hell yes, Thunder Punch. Oh, yeah. He's gonna start telling me about how they're gonna water world it. We can't wait to water world it. You see, there's a huge asteroid that's on track to collide with our planet. This asteroid is more than 6 miles in diameter and is coming towards us fast. They say it'll come slamming down in the ocean near Sutropolis City. Splash. And when it does, it will release a terrifying amount of energy. A shockwave will create a massive tsunamis in every direction. It's going to flood the world. All the coastal cities in Slateport will be hit all at once. And the floods will be so intense that it will wipe them out completely, along with everyone who lives there. That's fucking awful. You see now, Evil Mopsy? When that asteroid hits, this whole region is finished. Devon Corp and the Space Center want to hide it from the public, but we know how to get information. Ha! Don't start panicking just yet. Team Aqua has thought this through. There's a way to save both Pokemon and humankind at the same time. There's no need to run from the disaster. All we need to do is adapt to it. They're going to Water World? He's Water Worlding? And then he's going to fuse every Pokemon into a water type? Water at all? I mean, water is good. I do enjoy swimming. You see, Evil Mopsy, humanity's greatest strength is its ability to adapt. Adapt. God, I'm like Porky Pig over here. It may seem drastic, but the only way for Hoenn to survive is to embrace the changes that are coming. Don't listen to that one. Don't listen to one more word of that nonsense. It's okay, we made it pretty far with our ability to speak. It's okay if we lost it just now. This plan is laughable at best. You Team Aqua are nothing but misguided fools. Team Magma, what are you doing here? My team and I were on our way to Mount Chimney when we noticed some unusual activity at the museum. So we stopped to investigate. Now what an interesting development we stumbled on. I'm called Maxie. I stand with the head of Team Magma, a noble organization which values logic and science. It is true that this asteroid cannot be stopped. We do not need to abandon our way of life. All we need to do is prepare, so that it never reaches us in the first place. And they're going to Mad Max it? They're going to turn everything into a big old mountain? And so the tsunami doesn't scathe us? I'm kind of more pro Water World than I am Mountain World. I've been to Mountain World, actually. It was pretty good, but I wouldn't go back. I mean, that's why we need these Devon parts right away. Grunt, grab them. We're gonna freaking wreck these two. Oh, wait, those are cool. Okay. We're swapping around here. I'm sending out arts. And you're gonna ingrain yourself? Alright. We're already indestructible. Rock Tomb. Maybe Poison Powder? Oh, is Steel immune to poison? Okay. What about Metal Claw? What about Chip Away? Oh yeah, that's perfect. Chip Away is so good. Just doing the same attacks here. Victory is ours. Shadow Sneak. What do you even do? Always goes first. Oh wait, that's kind of good. Matching user level. Okay. Replace Nightshade. I love Smackdown. Do I have? But I think I'm good actually. I think I'm good. Metal Claw, go. They licked me? That's disgusting. Oh! Fire? I'm gonna try Metal Claw on them. Oh, I'm just gonna do Metronome. Oh no! Gyro Ball? No, I was licked. Okay. Let's send out this one. Oh yeah. Shadow Sneak. Chip away. It doesn't affect them? Boo! Oh, that was really good though. Okay. Who else did we just get that was really sick? It was little Moppy who just evolved into a freaking beast. Chip away. Woody! You're done for. Yes. Heart stamp. And chip away. Heart stamp is so good. Yes. We're undefeated. Yay! Give me your money. 900 bucks? Not bad. They're gonna make me pick and choose. Adapt to it. Waterworld, baby. Now I can join freaking Waterworld? Be a pirate? Evil Mopsy, was it? That was quite a tense situation. Thank you for helping me out. What they were saying about this asteroid, I don't know if it's true. It's certainly the first time I've ever heard of it. Oh yes, I almost forgot that you brought the parts from Devon. These parts are essential component. They're making a deep-sea submarine. All I know is that Devon Corp developed it for a secret project that they want me to test in the deep of ocean. It's urgent matter. They're gonna go look for Kyogre or whatever. Kyogre? Yippee! 6:30. I think I'm gonna call stream here, everybody. We made some good progress. We probably won't play this again until the full release. But we're gonna have an awesome team to play it with, so that'll be exciting. I think I'm gonna go back to Metal Gear next week. We'll start playing the Metal Gear game. Metal Gear 5. Oh! Maybe soon when Metal Gear's finished, if the new collection doesn't come out, we can replay... Well, actually, sorry, let me say that. When the new collection for Metal Gear comes out with 4 and Portable Ops, we'll play those ones. We'll redeem 4 since the last time we tried, it didn't work out so great. And then also Gunpla next stream. So yeah, we're going to be rolling with that. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I had a great time streaming today. I hope you